welcome to a jam-packed happy birthday Lily edition of the Friday Night Movie Podcast. Lily, it's your birthday. We're recording on your birthday. It's not coming out on your birthday, but it's recording on your birthday.
I'll take it. It's such a fun birthday present to get. I feel like we've recorded on multiple people's birthdays, right? Like Shai, Beck, like even Sunny's.
I don't think we've ever recorded on my birthday.
Well,
but
I guess we record on the day you gave birth, so that's something.
I'm going to put in my birthday recording request now.
Because, like, what could I ask for more than getting to spend some time on my birthday chit-chattering with you two about shows and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a present for me. So thank you.
And
because I did not buy you anything.
The gift of this podcast.
I did
Amazon
not buy.
Can't find your house.
That's right. That's right. Allie last night. Allie last night was like, "Did we buy Lily a gift?" And I'm like, "No." But
well, if you live that far, it's your problem. Like, you chose to live that far.
Well, first of all,
you don't get gifts.
I am.
Should I ship you something from Corte Inglés?
You could. They do ship.
First of all,
come here.
I know that every year Lily says for my birthday, just come to visit me, and I'm coming to visit you in Thanksgiving. I'm seeing you like 5 times in the next couple.
And
of
you
months,
know what?
which is amazing.
Part of me is still like, is it enough though? I'll take it.
Well,
but but here's the thing.
That's the fun, yeah.
If you tell Shai it's not enough, you just won't do it at all.
No, Shai. It's like too much.
It's too many visits. It's too many visits.
So,
I'm so excited.
So hold on a second. But I want to come to an even more important point. In our family, the tradition is, in general about birthdays and presents, is that we get each other lots of stuff when we see something that is of the essence of someone.
Case in point, it's literally like a few days before my birthday, and you sent to the chat Vlad's December birthday present.
Yeah.
Because you like nailed it, because obviously you happened upon.
Yeah, I happened upon the thing. So
and we're not going to reveal what the gift is.
He won't ever listen.
Our listeners, but he won't listen to it. But I thought it was pretty funny that a few days later, unbeknownst to Vlad, he has no idea that this present exists, that you bought it. He actually sent you, Shai, like a video, like an Instagram video.
Because, like,
that
the AI of it all, like, is
present.
now advertising to him the present that Shai got him.
But he sent you a video clip of the thing that you reference in his present.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, in December, we'll reveal Vlad's present.
So it's really spot on. He's going to be so excited.
In the meantime, I thought today would be a good opportunity for us to review, this is my little birthday bit for Lily, review famous people who have their birthday on the same day as Lily. Now,
I feel like it's not a very popular one. I know James Dean died on my birthday.
We're not doing
mine.
sad.
That's bad juju.
But he, no, he's a legend, and he died like 25 years before.
So his spirit maybe lingered and.
But what I wanted to do was we haven't done this in a long time, but a compar-a-thon of who you're like most happy to share.
Oh, this is great because I really don't know. I'm like not
with.
aware of celebrities that have the same birthday as me.
And
is it just like Frank Langella? Like it's like I feel like it's nobody.
That would be amazing. No, there are actually 2 celebrities. Don't look it up. Who were born on your actual birthday, and they're ones that you probably know. So, but let's start. I'm going to start far back. Okay. There is Truman Capote.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Well, Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah.
Summer Crossing.
And Fran Drescher, both born on your birthday.
I feel like I bring both of their energies.
Legend, Fran Drescher.
I can see that. Yeah,
I would say if we're doing
Fran.
a compar-a-thon for Lily's birthday, I'm going to pick Fran.
Same.
Yeah,
Fran.
Okay,
Jewish
Fran
icon.
Drescher. All right, so Fran Drescher, yeah,
Sorry,
she
Truman.
was. Okay.
Yeah, Fran.
All right, now Fran Drescher, or star of the alternate universe version of Back to the Future, Eric Stoltz. Because he was originally in the movie, and
I know, and they had to redo it. It's still Fran Drescher, although Some Kind of Wonderful is has a good one. Special place in my heart. But yeah, all right. Had you said Michael J. Fox? Sorry, Eric, I would have had to switch. Just like the director of Back to the Future.
Fran Drescher, or Italian bombshell and star of The Matrix Reloaded, Monica Bellucci.
Oh, wow.
That's intense, but I do not have Bellucci energy. I am full Fran Drescher.
I agree, but sometimes you photograph so well you could have Bellucci.
Appreciate that.
Bellucci?
Bellucci, not Belushi. No, not Monica Bellucci, the lesser-known Belushi sibling.
The Belushi sibling?
So,
you photograph like a Belushi, Lily.
Fran Drescher and the person who coined the phrase, "Hi, Hermano." Hey, Hermano.
Oh, my
Tony
God.
Hale.
Tony Hale.
I think, I mean,
Tony
Hey,
Hale?
Hermano is so iconic in our... I mean, I just called you Hermana on my Instagram. Happy birthday to you. So
I think Tony Hale might trump.
I think maybe Tony Hale. Hey, Hermana.
Yeah, let's change it up.
All right, Tony Hale?
Yeah.
Over the Queen Fran Drescher. Okay.
I don't know. I'm just changing it up.
Tony
it's
Hale.
Such an iconic line in our lives that we used even to this day. So I don't know.
Tony Hale and star of the amazing interfaith comedy Keeping the Faith, Jenna Elfman.
No, Tony Hale.
Okay.
Sorry.
Tony
This is
Hale.
an insane roster of birthday shares.
Or French lady, Marion Cotillard.
Still Tony Hale.
Cotillard.
Okay.
Cotillard, I think.
Okay, now, Tony Hale and controversial canceled actor Ezra Miller.
Oh, yeah, I think definitely Tony Hale because me and Ezra Miller, I don't think we would.
I don't think you have much in common. I don't think you would get along. I think you would be very annoyed with him.
Yeah.
And then he would try and punch you in the face.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
that's
in the
accurate. Right. Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Tony
I never
Hale,
saw The Flash. So.
Or Tony Hale or T-Pain.
T-Pain?
Yeah,
himself?
I don't.
Like the rapper?
Is that?
Is he
I
a
think so.
rapper?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I think I have to go with Tony Hale.
Okay. Tony Hale, or the heiress to the toaster strudel fortune herself, Lacey Chabert of Mean Girls and Party of Five.
Oh, wow. Also, this is such a long list. Is it almost over?
Yeah. I'm like...
This is 8 minutes of this game.
There's one more.
Okay. Lacey Chabert.
I'm going Lacey.
All right. Lacey Chabert, and now the pièce de résistance, Igby himself, Roman, whatever the last name is, Kieran Culkin. Kieran Culkin.
Kieran Culkin?
Happy birthday,
no way,
Kieran.
You share a birthday with Kieran Culkin?
Obviously, Kieran Culkin.
Okay, of this long list that I gave you, now you each get one guess. There are two people, so you have two chances to get it right. There are two people on this long list that have the exact same birthday as Lily on the same day in the same year.
Oh, 84.
Oh.
Sorry, 82.
84 is Becky's birthday.
I know. Sorry, because I know Kieran is a little younger than me, so it can't be him. I think
Lacey?
You're going with Lacey? Is it Fran? No, I'm just kidding.
No. Lacey, and who are some of the other
When you said the exact same birthday, I'm so dumb that I was like, but aren't they all on September 30th?
No, I mean September 30th,
it for sure has
1982.
it for sure has to be Lacey and...
You just have to
Ezra
guess
Miller?
one.
The other-
Becky,
Ezra
you just have to
Miller?
guess
No.
one. I'm not making you guess
No,
both.
Ezra Miller's
Just
younger.
guess one.
Tony
I'm going to
Hale.
go Kieran and
older.
Lacey.
You got it right. Kieran Culkin.
Oh,
and
okay.
Lacey
I thought he
Chabert
might
on
be
the
younger than me.
Same day.
Oh, should I
Lily.
DM him?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Happy
I'm not sure if
birthday,
he's on.
Bobby.
I'm not sure he's on social media.
Yeah.
Okay, we've been watching a lot of shows. We got a lot cooking. The Alien Earth finale finally happened, and I admit I'm sad that it's over. I talked to Josh about it this morning, and Josh, who I'm just very thankful. Credit to Josh. Also, congratulations to Josh, who just ran who did a triathlon or half an Ironman yesterday, which is wild. Who had mixed? He watched all of Alien Earth at my recommendation against his normal taste, and Also, what are the rules, Josh? Mr. Sci-Fi. But he had mixed feelings on the finale. I generally liked the finale, but we're going to do
mixed feelings on the finale.
Quick wrap up.
I have a quick question.
Didn't realize it was the finale.
That's my
I
question.
went to go watch another episode last night because Shai's like, the finale's crazy. I'm like, oh, I guess I haven't seen it yet. And then Vlad and I go to watch it and we're like,
so
I've seen this.
How much do you think you were influenced by a finale knowing it's the finale?
Yeah, I think that's important.
A crucial piece of information.
Because I have watched shows
still
sometimes.
waiting for the eyeball to talk.
I as well have not. I also did not. Sorry, I did not realize it was the finale as well, and I think that it greatly impacted my appreciation of the episode. Do you know what I mean? So last night I'm watching Black Rabbit, and I go, wait, we have to go back to the episode guide because what if this is the finale and I don't know?
That is an interesting point because back in the old days, I guess they would advertise it on TV that this is the season finale.
Are you kidding me? You literally would show up at school and it was just written in like a banner: finale, season finale of Friends, season finale of this.
But that was when season finales mattered. There's a period where nobody cared about season finales.
You also don't know: is it 6 episodes? Is it 8 episodes? Is it 10 episodes? Sometimes it's 13.
And I'm sorry, when it's week to week, it's harder. When it's on Netflix and it's all there, you can easily pop over and kind of see, okay, I've got 8, I'm on 6, I know where I'm measuring. But when it's week to week, I don't know what they decided. I don't have the index of
it's called IMDb.
Fine, but like it's not present in my mind, so I just was like, "Oh, cool! I'm on this ride."
I didn't know it was the finale. I'm still waiting for the eyeball to talk.
Same.
And I'm very annoyed that the eyeball did not talk by the end of the episode.
But it's in Arthur now.
But he should have at least said a couple words so that we know that it could talk.
Also, it can reanimate a dead body. That we didn't see.
Well, whatever it's inside is dead. It kills whatever it goes
I didn't know
into.
that. No, I didn't know that.
It takes over its
I thought
brain.
once it leaves, that host dies. Oh. I didn't know it can animate something dead.
That's really good. Like, take something that's already dead and reanimate it. We've only ever seen it take over something
Take over a host, and then once it leaves the cat dies. Once it leaves the sheep dies.
Right, but he's like, this is so much less of a struggle if I just go into something that's already dead.
And, bring it back to life? Crazy.
Yeah, so there's a hole in his stomach.
So, I mean, you know what? I would say one of the most traumatizing times in my life not knowing something was a season finale. I don't know if you remember this, but it was the episode of Full House when Jesse proposes to Aunt Becky the first time.
TJ,
when Jesse proposes to Aunt Becky the first time when they go to Vegas to get married. And then in the next episode, they don't get married, and then eventually later in the show they get married. But he proposes to her, and
then you have to wait all summer.
You have to wait all summer, like very stressed out what was going to happen. I think she said,
cute.
"Yeah, I don't." Yeah, that one really. I was like, "Wait, there's to be continued, and we have to wait all summer. What's happening here?"
Now we have to wait a year for shows.
Yeah. I mean, and then you didn't know. You had to look in the TV guide to see if the next week. I think I remember looking the next week and the next week and the next week to see if it was a new episode. It was like a lot to deal with.
It's really funny. I think so. Anyways, I wish I had known because I think I would have liked the episode better. I think it was I was like, okay, cool. This is like a good middle, like in between. Now the next episode is going to be amazing with the Arthur suit. And
So where do
we?
Go ahead.
Well, should we start with basic MVP, LVP?
Sure. So, okay, wait. So, big picture, Alien Earth leaves us, a little bit of spoilers. Anyways, leaves us with the hybrids have sort of taken control of the situation, and they are now the threat, or seemingly the threat at the end of this.
They are the threat, but they're still operating on a spectrum in terms of abilities, or sort of how powerful each of them have a different level of sort of intellectual power, or not emotional, I would say, because they're still children. Some of them are more mature, some of them are more physically advanced, some of them are more
Wendy's
evil,
the only
some of them are more
seems
sociopathic.
that she's remotely powerful. I don't know if Curly's powerful,
they're physically powerful, but and they're sort of operating in this spectrum of morals, where Nibs is a complete psychopath, right? So Nibs is proven to have absolutely no emotions or morals and is like extremely violent. And I think Arush and Curly, no, not Curly.
Curly has signed on now to be Wendy's mentee.
Yeah. But Curly has always been angling to be whoever is the most powerful, she wants to be their favorite.
Oh, that's a good way to describe her.
Her angle is, and I think for her, she's a survivalist, and she's going, who's the most powerful person in the room, and how do I align myself to make sure that I'm working for the person who's going to win?
Oh, and she's played by the great Arana James, who was in fantastic. We Were Dangerous.
Right. You know, and you have Wendy as the all-powerful one, and then you have the two other little boys who I think are sort of operating in this space of their children. They're terrified.
They just want to be back with their family.
They don't have good judgment.
I think they're
so
also
I think they're
setting us up for them having their learning curve. Like, I think this experience is
starting to turn.
Right.
And so I think they didn't. What was interesting is that, yes, as Shai would put it, they have turned heel. However, they're still within this spectrum of their heel.
I think in the Alien universe,
more strategic, more insane, more innocent.
This is my issue, is that, like, in the Alien universe, no matter how bad a human is, the heel, the ultimate enemy, the ultimate villain is the alien. Right?
See, I would argue.
So just let me finish. So I think that, like, you have behind that these evil corporations. And so there's multiple villains in the Alien universe. And you could easily say that the hybrids have become the heroes, not the heels, because they're against the evil corporations who are using them. So, like, they're the good guys in the show, right? Except I guess they use the xenomorph to kill everyone.
Well, so I think so. Josh, I want to quote Josh, who because he had Josh's complaint that I feel like we should honor, which was his complaint is seeing the xenomorph be a pet.
That's what I said to you. I texted that to you.
To the hybrids was like, wait a minute, isn't it supposed to be like hiding in air ducts and be the scariest thing, and now it's like walking around like a puppy.
Right.
And I do think they're gonna have to reconcile that, because they are dangerously in Jurassic Park, Chris Pratt becoming best friends with his Velociraptor situation.
Well, by episode 3, my reaction to you two was too much xenomorph. I've seen so much of it, I'm not terrified.
I can never see enough of it. I think it's amazing.
I'm happy to see it. I don't mind seeing it, but what it can't be is docile. Like, it can't be tamed. It can't be someone's pet. So that's like you're messing with canon.
I just don't believe. Okay, in the opening scene of the finale, the psychiatrist woman is visiting the graves of the children, right, and putting flowers. And the xenomorph comes up behind her. And it's shot. About to eat her, and it takes one ping to the head and runs away.
So it's still a baby. So I think it's still right. Is it still?
It's about the age of the one from the first Alien.
And I think it's killed about 150 people, and it's fully grown.
One shot to the head does not disturb it.
You're telling me one shot to the head scares it off, and then three soldiers save her and they walk away.
Ryan Airy, who is the host of Screen Crush, who does amazing analyses of these things, he described it as her being protected by plot armor.
Yeah. I'm not sure where they're keeping her character around.
So she could see. So she
can see her husband turned into an eyeball machine.
Arthur suit.
So I think that they're going to have to reconcile this. I think the way they're going to reconcile it is that as the hybrids become, well, first of all, the hybrids are not organic. So far, I mean, aliens have torn apart things that aren't organic, but the hybrids are not instinctively the aliens' food. The hybrids, as they become more powerful and unstoppably powerful, like the corporations, are going to become dangers themselves. And I think that that's where we're headed. And so no one's going to ever want a synth like that ever again. I also believe that Kirsch and Morrow maybe are set up. By the way, the Kirsch and Morrow fight scene, though, was amazing.
So good.
And one of my favorite moments in all of the Alien world, when the cyborg and the synth fight and they smash Timothy Oliphant in half, and the gurgling, and that was a perfect extension of everything in the Alien universe.
Oh, so you're saying those are the heroes? They're going to team up?
I think the way they are twisting this around is those two are going to be the ones that bring everybody else down.
But Wendy is going to be the big bad. Season 2, she's going to be the big bad.
This is going to be a proper Khaleesi situation, like in Game of Thrones, where you didn't see it coming the whole 100%. Time, but people liked her too much. I think this time they're going to take us to the end of her being the villain. They really worked so hard to make
her empathetic.
Yeah, she's
going to have who I'm like fine to get rid of is
or hybrid
the brother. Like I'm like,
oh yeah, I got to tell you, I hope
still in the show.
Yeah, he's surviving at her behest, but
the question is, how long is she going to protect him?
So again, I guess
that's going to be her shift from human. Yeah, exactly. Her shift from human to full cyborg
is when she kills him at the end of season 2.
Again, I'm gonna reference Ryan Arey at Screen Crush. His whole thing is that she is now realizing that he is not her brother and she is just a robot with this infinite amount of power. And in that moment where, what's the name? Is it Smee who says the sweetest one, the nicest one of all of them?
Yeah.
Smee.
When he says
yeah.
he's one of us, he's one of us, and sort of naively says he's one of us, but he really isn't. And when she gets mad about him electric shocking Nibs, who is a robot, right? As opposed to letting
off
and was about to kill Joe's friend,
live person's face in half, and
and was about to kill his work friend.
He didn't kill her; he just stunned her so she would stop.
Yeah, Wendy took that a little bit too.
So I think I think the brother's going to be dead. I think you're right that'll be the final nail in the coffin of her. Also, because. It's Disney. They've got to be reading the feedback from audiences. No one wants to see that kid.
I got to tell you, though, I'm so much more interested in this story and watching it with them turning to be villains and that being the conflict, rather than them behaving like innocent children in the body of adult robots.
Well, also, there's something that they're introducing into the world that
I agree with you, Beck.
That we haven't seen before, and although you've seen, there's been there's Alien versus Predator. The Alien has had foes before, but nothing that can compete with it. But that eyeball is a really fun, because that they're not enemies. They don't get along.
They did a great job.
That is my most improved player.
Yeah. That's the MVP.
My most improved. My most improved player is the.
Oh
eyeball.
No, mine's MVP.
I'm obsessed with the eyeball. The character I'm most interested in the eyeball. I cannot wait for the eyeball to talk. What's the plan? What's the strategy? So maybe the eyeball knows how dangerous these hybrids are, and he had Isaac killed because he's going to try and off all of them. And he knows that the way to get rid of the xenomorph is to actually get rid of the hybrids. Like I don't know,
but it attacked a xenomorph on the ship originally, so it is not afraid, and it knows that the xenomorph is no bueno, and so it's a really cool thing. And the boy genius I found extremely annoying, but I really like that they didn't kill him, because he comes up with the idea of, if you can be in a person, then it can because it was talking with the sheep. Like that whole scene, the boy genius's character, and you need that in the alien world of the human who flies too close to the sun, who can't resist, and it's the Yutani whatever battle. So you that's a good layer.
No, I think Boy Genius is a good character.
Yeah,
I give this show credit for
he's very well cast,
keeping all of these creepy, complex characters who have phenomenal performances. Really
casting is amazing,
and I care about these characters, which doesn't always happen in the Alien movies, where the alien sort of looms over everything. But like Kirsch and Morrow and Boy Genius and Wendy.
The only issue is dangerously messing with canon.
Oh yeah, with the
xenomorph. That's the only.
And I will say, you have to go into this show. If someone hasn't watched it yet, and you're listening to this, you say, "Oh, it sounds exciting. I'm going to watch it." Go into it just accepting that there will be plot holes, and you can't fix them. Just accept the plot holes and move on to the next scene, because there are so many things that happen in this show that you're like, oh my God, why wouldn't you wear a mask to operate on an alien creature that you don't know what it does? Just like basic things. And then people are so surprised when they get killed.
But that was the worst doctor in space.
Right.
They established that.
They did establish that.
This is the worst doctor in space. So I think also the next season, for season 2, you have so much potential to keep flashing back and filling in the gaps of that story that will just be amazing.
Yeah. I also wondered, maybe if that plot hole was so big with the bullet to the xenomorph, I was like, maybe she's actually a synth. She's not real.
Well, also
the xenomorph was like,
the xenomorph was built inside
like
that lung. It's kind of a weird.
I was also thinking that it's not a traditional birth for a xenomorph. I don't know, that little one, though, is out there, too. That baby one.
Yeah, there's a second one.
There's a second baby one.
And we don't know how that baby went.
No,
they caught him.
Oh, they catch the baby one. You're right.
Okay. So, all right. So, Becky's most improved player is the eyeball.
Is the eyeball. It's my most
That's my MVP.
And that's Lily's MVP. Becky, who's your MVP?
Oh, Wendy is my MVP.
Okay.
Who is Kyle Chandler's daughter?
Yeah, no. Because I think ultimately she does amazing. Carry.
She's a great actor.
And we support Nepo babies.
Yeah, her character has to anchor the show, and I think that it's a really difficult part to play these children in the bodies of adult robots.
Nepo
and
baby,
she makes her not
baby.
annoying. She makes her not annoying and very watchable. So I do think she is the MVP of the show. But my honorable mention is Oliphant, because
he's great.
He's my MVP for 2 reasons. 1, I love seeing him not play a cowboy. And 2, he actually had to die.
Is he not playing a cowboy?
He's always a little bit cowboy.
He's always a little cowboy.
Don't accuse him of not being a cowboy.
Right.
But he's like a Nazi scientist cowboy in this. And also he actually dyed his eyebrows blonde for the show, which he's been talking about in interviews, which I was like, that guy's so committed.
He's so committed.
What a great.
Are there LVPs?
Yeah, I think the brother is pretty.
Oh, right. Yeah, the brother. I just literally said we should kill him off.
It's me.
Like, yeah, I think we can redshirt some of the hybrids at a certain point, right?
We have already. We already have.
But we need to, they need to kill a few more off.
Right.
Okay, so Alien Earth, it's still really cool. I want to see a second season.
This might be my MVP.
I enjoyed this much more than I've enjoyed any of the Star Wars TV shows. I'll say that. And I'm a huge Alien fan.
So my instincts were right on what to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I'll watch the second season of Andor, but
I want Josh to try and tell me that Andor was better than this. Yeah, so super
I tried
fun.
to watch one episode.
I'm sorry, it's September. Give me a show that is new that competes with this. After the summer shows,
I'll say this,
before the winter shows, this is
We're waiting for Fallout Season 2. We have Slow Horses Season 5 that just premiered.
And I'll say the best show I'm watching right now is Peacemaker Season 2. I think it is fantastic.
I heard really good things about it.
It's very dark. I actually have to watch it in small doses.
I love it. And they got to the big reveal finally, so
I'm up to the final episode. I'm on the season finale of Wednesday.
Okay, so tell me about this, because Wednesday is a show that I love watching.
Your daughter tried to convince me to watch it.
My kids love watching it, so I like watching with them, and I like that it introduced them to, oh my God, Luis Guzman, one of my favorite actors ever.
He's amazing.
And is it Emma Myers who plays my favorite character? Her friend? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the girl's name.
She's the best character.
So,
but hold on. What I was saying is that I lost the thread when they took that break for a couple of weeks, and now I just not interested in finding out what happened.
Okay,
so
here's the deal: the elements of the show, the actors, right? They're so phenomenally watchable. You have Steve Buscemi in this season. Catherine Zeta-Jones is a huge part of the season, which you're like, great. I'm so happy you're utilizing her. Luis Guzman is in it much more. The best friend Enid, still the best part of the show. Obviously, Jenna Ortega, incredible. And there's a great Freaky Friday body swap.
Oh, the Freaky Friday episode is really good.
Where they Freaky Friday, and they are so excellent. I would say the challenge with the show is the storyline is so complicated. I can't follow it. It's so complicated.
Is it getting into like Sabrina territory where like we just like I lost the story of Sabrina?
No, it's not as bad as Sabrina because they keep it contained to the season, but it's like
but it is similar to Sabrina.
Appears to be X on one level, but he's really a bad guy in another level, and he's involved in this other thing that he seems totally disconnected from, which is
and then and someone's always revealed to be a sibling or a child of some other person.
Right. And then so-and-so from the past knew another character who knew another character, and now in the present day is the reason for this other thing. And it's just like, they're so, like the map of interconnected stories. I just want to be like, guys, it's actually okay to have multiple plot lines going on that don't connect. And you have certain characters doing X and certain characters doing Y. Everything doesn't have to magically become interconnected to each other at one point.
It was a very murdery season. Like, that zombie ate Anthony Michael Hall.
Oh, I love Anthony Michael.
Anthony Michael Hall was in this season?
Yeah, he was the scout leader that gets his head bitten off.
That was Anthony Michael Hall?
He's aged.
Yeah. That's it. He's always played since, like, Edward Scissorhands. He only plays, like, jacked up villains.
Yeah.
Or like gym teachers.
It's just one of those things where like the zombie that Pugsley raises is really the brother of the mother of the Hyde who's been secretly imprisoned, who's the scientist experimenting's daughter is what this is the type of storyline where it's very hard to follow. But I enjoy watching the actors and the sets, and it's really fun.
I mean, I'm still old school
brain
Addams Family, where like a neighbor tries to get the Addams to donate something to the auction, and they're weird. Mm-hmm. I love that. Okay.
Yeah, well, I will say Luis Guzman brings the weird.
That's good.
So that's good. He keeps it weird.
He is really an awesome... If you're not going to have Raul Julia and you're going to skew towards just a totally different choice, he's totally different and awesome.
So there's a very funny scene where he's taking a shower on this camping trip, and the zombie is like smashing the door down with an axe, and he's like, and he doesn't know it's the zombie. He thinks it's Morticia, and he's like, "Ooh, Tish, you're into axe play tonight." Like he's just so weird.
It's really funny. All right, Lily, you're watching Black Rabbit. What is that?
Yeah, that is Bateman versus Jude Law.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah, and I feel like Allie would really like this show.
Okay, well maybe I'll watch it with her.
Doing an American accent, right?
It's Jude Law doing an American accent, and then
who's the deadbeat brother? Bateman in it?
Bateman, yeah, Bateman's so good. Bateman's really, really good. The thing is that Bateman, he was joking. I saw an interview with him where he's joking about Jude Law's American accent, and he was like, "No, like he's." Like fully from Akron, Ohio. Nobody knows that, but he's actually American, like saying that he did a good job. I think that he did a fine job, but you can tell, like Americans can tell, when you can kind of tell. It's no Tom Holland as Spider-Man, who I think is flawless, but it's Jude Law, so he's so good. So like, I don't care. You think I'm going to get up in his face about his accent? He's fine. It's fine. And he's just so charming.
I don't know if you remember this Jude Law American accent role, but which is the I Heart Huckabees, which is a movie that I really love, but I know a lot of people hate. But where he talks about the tuna sandwich that he got Shania Twain.
Right. He has like a little bit of a twang, like when he talks, like a funny, way of speaking in American. But he's great. And I mean, like the thing is that when you have the two of them, everybody else has to be really good, right? On a show like that,
yeah.
Sure.
And everybody's really good. There's layers of kind of bad guys, kind of a little bit like Ozark had that, where there's layers of bad guys. It's not as dark as Ozark, but did you guys see Coda?
Yeah.
Yes.
Troy Katzer, the guy who plays a dad who won the Academy Award. He plays the one of the like big bads. He's phenomenal.
That's great.
He's so good. He's really good.
out.
The thing is that I have to say it has like that uncut gem tention and like
that
stress.
anxiety.
Ooh,
That like
that's fun. But like
there's
that's
a lot
good.
because it's jellyfish. They try to get one problem out and like three appear,
jellyfish.
but it has a lot to do with like the restaurant business, money lending.
On a note, if you haven't watched
Patriot.
Patriot from beginning to end,
so good.
Yeah,
Chris Conrad, right?
amazing. Chris Conrad,
Amazing.
amazing. And so it has that sort of, but the gambling, restaurant, risk taking, money lending. I gotta steal from Peter to pay Paul. Trying to stop out the fires that you're just creating constantly, because Bateman's a chaos machine. So like that's the vibe. So it's fun. It's good. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen
that.
I don't know if you guys have seen the ad for this yet, but the new Sterling Harjo I think it's called The Lowdown with Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, I have.
That looks pretty awesome. So I'm continuing to watch the show Evil, which is on Paramount.
I don't know why.
And I start, every time I try to watch it at night, I try to watch it before bed, and then I'll be like, Allie, I got to turn it off. Because at about 20 minutes into each episode, there's something where like the kids have a haunted video game, or they think
a poster's coming alive. It's like all of Shai's nightmares. A poster's coming alive on the wall.
Exactly. The poster's coming
alive.
alive.
The guy can't tell if he's awake or asleep.
There's a portal, and then by the end of the episode, they often, by 2/3 into the episode, they often resolve it into something really... Right, because the whole point of the show is they're constantly making it ambiguous as to whether or not
it's really supernatural.
Like there's something supernatural happening,
right.
But most of the time they're investigating things. There is a plausible explanation, and but Mike Coulter is so good in it, and I love seeing him. I think it's really interesting. I love these like. I guess I watched The Exorcist earlier this year, and so this really is the perfect... Every other episode, there's an exorcism. So,
Well, this brings me to... Okay, sorry, keep going.
So I'm digging it, but the funny thing happened to me, which is that I watched season 1, and I thought it was really cool, and I started season 2, and sometimes they tinker with the show between first and second season, and when I watched started season 2, I'm like, I'm sorry, did they just show nipples? Like, female nipples? And I'm like, and did Mike Coulter just say an F-bomb? Like, what's going on here? And
that's really unexpected. Because I guess it's you. I don't know what's its streamer is it on?
Netflix. What has then I had to look it up. The first season was on CBS, and then they moved it to Paramount.
Amazing.
And so the second season is like filled with F-bombs and sex and like they really edged it, and like far more gory. So they really edged it up for the second season.
That's really funny.
So, but anyway, so I'm still loving that show, but I can only watch it in pieces because it scares me, but I really like it. Now, something that really scares me, because I've seen the preview for it multiple times.
Weapons? Are we talking about that? Oh.
No, is Gabby's Dollhouse.
Oh.
Like, that, the ad for that is nightmare fuel.
I was going to ask if you guys want to
when we
watch
saw it,
Weapons,
my kids and I saw it before a movie, right? Like, I think The Long Walk and not Weapons, but The Long Walk and some other terrifying movie had commercials, and they were more scared of Gabby's Dollhouse. But their reaction was that they really felt for Tia Becky because they're like, oh, Tia Becky's going to have to see that one because her kids love
in theaters. In theaters.
So have you seen it in theaters?
I saw it in theaters. Went with a whole gaggle of gals. There was like 5 little kindergartners and preschoolers and even my second grader.
And this isn't like a haunted dollhouse. This is just like a toy turned into a movie. And is that Kristen Wiig playing the...
So, listen to this cast.
Is that Kristen
Gigi, the grandma, the magical grandma who built the dollhouse, who made it magical for her granddaughter, Gabby, played by Gloria Estefan.
Oh.
Gabby is played by Gloria Estefan?
No. Then there's a child actor playing Gabby. Then, I don't know.
Gloria's the grandma.
It's Gabby. Gloria's the grandma. Then it's like in these movies, there's never really like a villain. It's a misunderstood adult who just needs to learn how to play with toys again. Mm-hmm. Played by Kristen Wiig. And you get the feeling when you are watching this that she agreed to do it if she could just make up her own lines.
But also, why would you have her in her? Why would you have her in a movie if she wasn't doing that? Like, what's the point?
No, but exactly. And you're like, well, this feels like it was worth the money because you're kind of watching Kristen Wiig do an SNL, like an improvised SNL skit about what she thinks Gabby's Dollhouse is about.
But
she's truly hilarious.
What part of this is cartoon?
She has when they transport into mini humans into the dollhouse and the toys come alive in the dollhouse, that's all like CG. But then they're adults, so it's mixed CG people. And then they have this shtick where her character has a cat and they're wearing matching outfits the whole time. And for whatever reason, she wears a lot of turbans. And so it's just her and this cat wearing turbans. And it's so funny. But like, like those 70s turbans that were like fashion turbans for women, like that style. Is extremely funny. Then you have, again, the misunderstood toy who just feels left out and needs to find his adult to play with. So again, like, sort of not villains, but just misunderstood, characters who have lost their way, played by Jason Mantzoukas.
What?
Yes.
What? I don't even
and then there's
see him
more
on the
awesome,
IMDb.
hilarious people who I think their lines got cut. Like Fortune Feimster plays another character, but I think most of her lines are cut because you only hear her like once or twice. And so there are these really funny, great actors that take this bizarre children's movie and make it, if you're an adult, at least pretty hilarious and weird and funny to watch. But it's like an acid trip. I don't know how else to explain it. It's so bizarre. But the kids loved it. It's very wholesome. And the lesson of the movie is don't throw out any of your toys and always play with them or they will take revenge on you.
Well, I have full support.
Shai fully believes that.
Like, do you want to know one of the big
Perfect
dramas?
sense.
When Kristen Wiig became an adult, she stopped playing with her little pencil topper toys. Like those pencil toppers, she put them in a drawer, and so they like turn evil and make chaos. And I'm like, even the pencil toppers we can't throw out? We have to keep those? This is so stressful. Because I'm like, I understand your teddy bear. That's like an emotional thing. Like, hang on to your teddy bear. But you're telling me, like, the toppers are angry they were put in a drawer. So, anyways, we saw it.
You've made a strong case for this movie.
Yeah.
I would say the best way to see it is with other adults and a couple of drinks.
All right. Now, Lily, you had a retro movie moment and sent us a little Patreon footage of your youngest son karate chopping along.
It was like a big moment in our family, and I think it was like huge for me and Carlson. And we all got very Carlson and I got very emotional, and oh my god, the kids, Ari, the 5-year-old, obviously he was like, what the fuck is this? But Ari loved it. He definitely was like, fast forward all this dating crap. He's like, what? Who cares if they go to fun and stuff?
How can you fast forward to golf and stuff?
So it's not fun and stuff?
That is.
It's fun.
Well, first of all, in the movie, it sounds like golf and stuff. But it is golf and stuff.
For
it's
the
golf
record,
and stuff.
The only part of the movie my kids were interested in was the love story. They were like, can you please fast forward this karate stuff so we can watch the smooch?
Also, like, does that place exist? And I was like, is there a water slide at night that we can go to? Like, and also play mini golf?
No, that must exist somewhere in California. Whatever that place is based on. But I was
like, they just hang out there. So it's pretty amazing. But
no, they also hang out on the beach with boomboxes.
Oh my gosh, Shai, you're just making... I'm just like, it's so good. Talk about a movie that holds up. There's only one line in that movie that's controversial today, I think. Besides the abuse of the sensei to the children who are training at Cobra Kai. Besides that, but those are like the evil
But that's still
villains.
in the show. That's even in the
allowed.
show now.
Yeah, that's allowed. Like, they're the bad guys. You know, Miyagi's like, what are you, hitting like a girl or something? Like, he goes to hit him the first time and he's like, are you a girl or something? And I was like, okay, guys, we don't say that. I was like, he said that because a girl would hit even harder. My kids were
also, he hadn't had the next Karate Kid yet, Hillary.
Exactly. And he hadn't had that HR training. So but other than that, for an 80s movie, everything else is pretty good. Like, Daniel is a stand-up guy.
What about the part where Miyagi gets blackout drunk?
I think that's fine.
Because he also tragedy.
But he also gives alcohol to a minor. Also, I'm fine with that. I was like, guys, it's orange juice or whatever.
And it's the 80s.
But Johnny does plant an non-consent smooch on Allie, and her parents are like, how are you so rude to Johnny after that? Like that. They're like, I can't believe you hit, like, and she's like, he kissed me like without my permission, and they're like, oh my God, you should be so thankful. So like that one scene, I was like, guys, you never kiss someone without their permission. You can kick them though. I was like, this is a lesson from this movie.
The scene that gives me and will always give me the most anxiety is the shower. Spaghetti on the white pants.
Spaghetti on the white pants.
Yeah, that was... I was like, why would he wear that? But also, like... Anyways, that scene, and everybody's like so exaggerating, like, laughing at him. Like, no one would do that.
Does it also make you want to eat spaghetti? No. Just a little bit. I think
that scene makes
spaghetti.
me
Was it
not...
Never...
No, I think that's maybe why I didn't like spaghetti when I was little.
I'm going to make spaghetti for
But,
dinner.
like, having a 9-year-old who has competed since he's, like, 4... and, like, been in an environment like that with the tatamis and the different simultaneous tatamis and the ranking system and the trophies.
Right, you have done Karate Kid.
I put on the championship of Karate Kid 15 times. Yeah, with just about that same amount of people. And you know, so to watch that now as an adult, because like as a kid, I could never imagine me like thinking that I would, you know,
you were like
run
the
logistics
that go into
that is kind of funny. Like,
like
I
Jose
remember,
literally was like, "Look how nice those tatamis are. They're in like an amazing octagon shape."
When we moved to Montreal, I doubt you guys remember this, but Karate Kid Part 2 had just come out, and it was on pay-per-view. And that was when, you know, it was on pay-per-view in the hotel rooms, and we had like joining rooms with mom and dad, and we went from room to, and there was when they were just on a schedule, so like it wasn't like it was on demand. It was like it's starting at 3:30 or it's starting at 5:30, and it was playing once, and we went from room to room and turned it on in every room because we wanted to see it on the different TVs, and mom and dad got charged 3 times for Karate Kid Part 2. But now when I think about that and watching Karate Kid Part 1, yeah, that is kind of weird. We were sitting there and one of us would go on to like
run martial arts championships at like that level too. Like that's like
it's a similar level to
it's a similar level, like the All Valley.
It's like
whatever.
the All Valley. It's the All Valley.
It's the All Valley. Which is definitely
the All Valley doesn't have people from multiple countries.
That's true. Ours is like an international.
Yours is international.
That is true. But you know, Ari's like, I can't believe that guy cheated. He was like, oh my God, like it's so stressful.
Which guy? You mean when he sweeps the leg?
When he gets disqualified.
Oh.
Right? Like the sensei tells him, right? Because they're not supposed to hit below the belt, right? But he like takes his knee out and gets disqualified and
he does that like fancy move too.
Right.
Like fancy move.
Right. And and he was like, that guy has the face of a cheater. I was like,
that guy's the one guy who feels guilty.
And he was like, I'm so sorry, Daniel. I didn't mean to. It's just so great. But, the crane kick, like, that's all my kids are now doing in the house is the crane kick, which is kung fu, which is fine. It's all, like, mixed up in there. It's, nobody's expecting this to be a documentary on the history of karate. But when it ends and he holds up the trophy and then you just get that shot of the slow-mo shot of Miyagi and then it's over, they could not accept that it was over.
Well, in fairness, Karate Kid Part 2 starts in the next scene.
I guess. But, like, I'm just saying, like, they expected an epilogue. Like, movies are so long now. They expected, like, everybody's going to go out for drinks, and then he's going to talk to Miyagi, and then him and Johnny have to talk, and then he was like, there's definitely an after-credits scene, and I was like, you are spoiled. No, it's done. You'd have to wait a few years for the next one.
I miss the way movies used to end.
Ending a movie, yeah. And he's like, it's just the words now, Mom? What's happening?
Go back and watch, when your kids are old enough, go back and watch Lethal Weapon 2. The final shot of Lethal Weapon 2, you're not even 100% sure Riggs is going to survive.
Oh.
He's just, like, been shot and bleeding, and they're just hanging out laughing together. Like, it's like...
Movies from another time. They don't make them like they used to. I'm sorry. Like, I can't... I'm sounding so old, but they just don't. It was so good.
I haven't seen the new Legends of Karate Kid mashup.
Now we're going to... On Friday, we're going to watch...
I really want to watch that with my kids.
We're going to watch the Jackie Chan so that they know who Jackie Chan is because they're going to watch the Jaden Smith.
Should we do that? Should we do
and then
Friday night movie watch party with our families?
Maybe. I don't know if I can... Yeah, maybe my girls will be into it. That'd be fun.
Anyway.
I'm not sure how much I want to see this movie.
That's a good point.
Have you either of you seen it?
No, I'm gonna see. I gotta watch the Jackie Chan one and then this one
because I'm working up to it. The Jaden Smith one.
Right now you're set.
With my kids, you're ready, and we loved it. We loved it. So
yeah. So now this is the meeting of the two senseis.
It is really good. The Jaden Smith
I'm excited
Jackie
to watch
Chan
that
one is fantastic.
But off movies for a second. Can I just? I mean, like, and I assume we're wrapping up. But I have a quick question for you guys. Like, I know we talked about this before on the pod where one of us will, like, for a while get an ad for something that, like, makes you rethink, I don't know, your lifestyle or something. Shai, you got those toilets for a while, right?
No, I mean, I think it's not confusing why I would get toilet ads, but sure, go ahead. But yes, I understand what you're saying.
Right? But, like, lately, every ad I get is like, I quit drinking when my life was amazing. This is what your brain looks like on alcohol.
Like, you don't drink.
But you live in Spain, but it's
do you think
you don't drink?
It's geo-target. So there was an episode of Evil about this, about how the algorithms. Someone thought that their computer was haunted, and it was just the algorithm. And the things that the algorithm look at is like where you are, what your age is, and
who you're around,
what the stores around you people are purchasing.
Well, so like 40 times a day.
So I
walking around town.
So I was like, sorry, are these for you? And he's like, I don't know what you mean. And I was like, well, I don't know. I don't know what this, like, I get them so much that I literally last night was like, do I have a drinking problem? Do I drink too much?
No, but I will tell you,
sometimes
I get ads. Sometimes I get ads for things. Like, I'll get an ad for whatever. I'll get an ad for, like, hair growth serum or nipple covers. And I'll be like, God damn it, Allie, what were you Googling?
Because she's near you.
I'm like, our phones are near each other.
Like booby tape? You're like, Allison.
Yeah, like something like that. And I'll be like, who in my ping distance was Googling this?
That's a great point. Funny. That's really funny.
All right. Well, with that, it was fun doing the show. Happy birthday, Lil.
Thank you. It was the best.
And happy birthday, Kieran Culkin and Lacey Chabert.
Yeah, and Fran Drescher.
All right. Love you guys.
All right. Love you guys.
Bye. Love you. Happy birthday.
Thank you for listening to Friday Night Movie, the sibling rivalry and pop culture podcast. Join the Friday Night Movie family by following @FryNightMovie on all of the socials and visiting our website, FryNightMovie.com. Our theme song is by What Does It Eat? And make sure to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening.